there's a new raid coming out, and that means it's bounty prep time. As always, we put together a spreadsheet that you can use to track your progress as you prepare for the Final Shape and the Final Shapes raid. And we're gonna go over the spreadsheet, answer a couple questions, and that sort of stuff. First off, though, if you don't mind, we spend a lot of time putting this together and, talking and making sure we didn't miss anything and going over strategies and that stuff. So if you find this interesting or useful or helpful, or you just want to support the channel, please consider subscribing. We're almost 200,000 subscribers, and I would absolutely love to hit that soon. So the first question that people are going to ask are, where is the spreadsheet? It's down below, and we'll go over it here in a second, but it's really important. Please do not request access to edit this, because I'm not going to give it to you. You can actually make your own copy very easily. If you just go to File, make a copy, and then make a copy again, you will have your own version of the spreadsheet saved to your specific Google Drive that you can then, link or save, and then it tracks and stuff, and it'll save your progress every time you come to the site. I'm not going to give you access to the master document, because then everyone would be fighting over it, right? So just please make your own copy. And there's a couple tabs here we'll go over. There's weekly bounty tracking, daily bounty tracking, common questions. So if there's anything I don't go over in this video, feel free to ask them down below in the comment section, and I'll do my best to get to everyone. But there's also a lot of really common questions here as well. And then if there's anything I miss in this video or anything changes, I'll add it to the update log, which is the very last tab. And the second question that people always ask is bounty prep worth it? Should I bounty prep? Why would I bother wasting my time on this? That sort of thing. I think the reality is that this is going to be the most important raid probably ever to bounty prep for, or at least in the last handful of years. We just found out Final Shape comes out on June 4th. The raid comes out on June 7th. So you will have 3 days to prepare. And we did get confirmation from Bungie that the artifact will be available. And I would expect the artifact to have some pretty crazy mods in it, because prismatic, right? They're going to want that to really shine and feel really good for its first season, or episode now, I guess. And so I would expect some very crazy mods to be in the artifact. You need to hit around level 40 or 41 in order to unlock all of the artifact perks that you're able to unlock. And you're definitely going to want, these upper tier mods for this raid, your Raise of Precisions, your Weakened Clears, your Oppressive Darknesses, these things that are quite literally season changing. You're going to want that going into this raid. You have a very minimal amount of time to prep, and Joe Blackburn back in the original Final Shape reveal made it very clear that they expect this to be a very difficult raid. And so those are the expectations I'm working with. I think this is going to be an incredibly important raid to bounty prep for. Now, how many bounties can you hold, or should you hold? If you go over to your quest tab, you can see in the bottom left here, you can hold 63 combined bounties and quests. So if you have any quests that you don't need, I would get rid of them. I usually leave open 3 slots, and I try to have as few quests as possible. So I try to have about 60 bounties and 0 quests. That way, if you load into the campaign, it doesn't kick quests out of your inventory or anything. So all of these ones, these are useless. So I'll go complete this. I can just dismantle that. I'll have to go and complete these as well, but try to get rid of all extra ridiculous bounties or quests. Get them out of your inventory and save as many bounties as possible. What bounties should you focus on? Weekly bounties give you 12,000 XP. Daily bounties give you 6,000 XP, and repeatable bounties give you 3,000 XP. You also want to start focusing on bounties that start getting you closer to your powerful drops as well. There is going to be some sort of light increase, I presume, for the Final Shape. Don't really know what that looks like, or if Legendary is going to drop you gear that's at or close to the power cap again. We're not really sure how all of this works. But just to hedge your bets, I would do, if you have daily bounties, I would save 7 of these, 7 Shacks, 7 Gambit, 7 Vanguard, 7 Gunsmith. Usually what happens if you turn in 8 old bounties, the powerful reward that drops from this milestone will be old light. But if you do 7 old and 1 new, it'll be current light. So I always save 7. It's really not that big of a deal. I don't think light leveling is going to be hard at all. Completing the legendary campaign should get you up to where you need to be for the raid anyways, but I like to hedge my bets just in case. Also, every milestone that you complete also gives you the same amount of XP as a weekly bounty. So you turn in 8 bounties, you get 12,000 extra XP. You do it here, 12,000 extra XP. So a lot of this optimization is towards making sure that you are completing as many milestones and bounties as possible to get your XP as close to that 40-41 mark that as possible, right? And then the order to turn in bounties, this is on the spreadsheet as well in the Q&A, but you know, load up final shape, progress until you get your seasonal artifact, join a fire team, get boots on the ground somewhere, so fly into an actual destination, pop all of your bounties, and then switch characters and do that again and do that again. That way you take advantage of your fire team shared XP bonuses from your season pass. You wait until you get the artifact just in case, and all of that sort of stuff as well. So now, what bounties are there? What do I recommend focusing on now? The most imperative one is going to be the Dreaming City. Petra has 7 weekly bounties. One of them is static. The other 6 are the Ascendant Challenge for the week that rotates. This week's Ascendant Challenge, if you're watching this the day it came out or a couple days after it came out, is actually in the Chamber of Starlight. You need to do this 6 weeks. You need 6 weeks to do this, and the final shape is pretty much 6 weeks away. So you need to start like pretty much now. There's also the clan bounties. They rotate weekly. There are 8 of them. You can pick up 4 a week from Hawthorne. If you want to do those, I'm probably going to skip a couple of them because they tend to be really annoying. Also, Hawthorne has a small rework in the mix. Although when they've reworked the other vendors, like when they did the Gambit ones, you didn't lose those bounties. And when they reworked Shax, you didn't lose those bounties, as far as I can recall. So I don't expect those bounties to be washed from your inventory. I expect them to still be valid, but they are kind of annoying. So if you want to skip some of them, like the Gambit ones, you probably can get away with it. The Moon has 4, 2 from the Lectern, 2 from Eris down here. And we're talking specifically about weekly bounties. Star Horse, you can pick up 1 weekly bounty from Zer's Treasure Hold from Star Horse. Nimbus has a single bounty as well, the Vex Incursion bounty. Nimbus also has a powerful milestone to get like XP or whatever for Neomuna. And so once you're done bounty prepping your dailies for your Crucible and your Vanguard and your Gambit and your Gunsmith, if you have extra daily bounties you need to fill, I recommend doing Nimbus ones. That way you start working towards that powerful, if they don't remove it. But like when Lightfall launched, Finch's powerful milestone was gone. When Witch Queen launched, Varix's powerful milestone got removed. So it's very likely that Nimbus will no longer have a powerful milestone, but just in case, any extra daily bounties that don't work towards these milestones in the tower, I would just go ahead and save from the Neomuna personally. The only other weekly bounties are on Europa. Varix has 1 static and 1 that rotates every week for a total of 4 bounties. So there's 3 that you need to do, like 3 consecutive weeks for the hunts, the Empire hunts, and then Shahan in the Cosmodrome has 2. Now, a lot of people are going to ask about Arcite's bounties in the Hall of Heroes. The Hall of Heroes, or Hall of Champions, sorry, is being sunset. Arcite's being sunset, so I imagine those bounties probably will not carry over. You can save them if you want, but I would consider it to be incredibly risky, and you are probably going to lose that bounty. So personally, do I hedge? Do you take the risk and do 3 weeklies for, you know, a total of 36,000 XP, or do you hedge your bets and just do 3 extra dailies and you just get that guaranteed 18,000 XP? You know, that's gonna be your prerogative at the end of the day. I'm not going to be saving Arcite bounties. And then if you have any from like Solstice, any seasonal ones, those will carry over. This is an Arcite bounty. This is what they look like, by the way. I didn't know I had one. Your dailies, once again, you're going to want to save 7 Shax, 7 Vanguard, 7 Gambit, 7 Gunsmith, and then I would recommend saving an additional 6 or more from Nimbus as well. So that's kind of the entire guide. If you have any more questions, let me know. I hope we didn't forget anything, but it seems like not too much has changed since the last one. I just expect a lot more people to want to bounty prep this time. So if you have any more questions, please ask them down below. Good luck bounty prepping. I'm going to be absolutely grinding to make sure we are maxing out that artifact. But let me know your thoughts below, and please consider subscribing. Love your faces. See you very soon. Peace out. See you, everyone.